Hello my friends, welcome back to our channel where we will help you learn Python. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to control the print function in Python. Specifically, we will be covering how to use some of the keyword arguments that comes with the print function. So let's get started. Let's open our Anaconda if you have installed, and then let's open a new file of the Jupyter node. Now we'll go to open a new. Let's first find off the type of the print. If we will type and in brackets we will write print and we run it, so it will show us that print is a built-in function or method. The print within brackets is a shorter way to express print with end is equal to n. It is the same thing for both. Here the end argument specify what character should be printed at the end of the string. By default, end is set to new line, which is oblique n, which means that a new line character is printed at the end of the string. If you want to print multiple values on the same line, then you can set end to an empty string or a space character. Here I have written two statements with the print and both have the same meanings. If we'll run them, both will print the hello world in the same way. By default, if we are not setting end is equal to new line, it is set into new line. So by default this is new line if it's not mentioned, but this can be controlled in many ways. Let's see end keyword argument how control the print function. Here I have two different codes written. If you will see in the first one, print, and I set the end into empty, second is also empty, and third is empty. Then I am printing it out normal print, which you know by default it has include the new line, then print x, y, z. So let's see how it comes. So what it does is combines the a, b, c, then printed out. Due to this print, it went to new line. Then we have printed x, y, z in separate lines because by default it has included and new line. Now let's see how this one prints out. It printed out exactly the same way as the above. What we did different here in the third line where c is, we set up the new the keyword and as a new line. And so what it does, it combines A, B, C, then it went to new line and then it printed X, Y, Z as a separate because new line by default is included here. Let me introduce another keyword argument of a function print, which is sep. If you look, we have four variables, which is w, x, y, z, and we have assigned the values, and now we want to print these values. And we have the keyword argument set, and we set it by to the space bar. Let's run it, and we see 10, 15, 20, 25 they are printed out with the space bar, and it is the same as if we're going to print this one as well, print w, x, y, z. So it's the same thing. What does it mean? By default, if we are not mentioning sep keyword argument, it's already set into by space bar. It's going to be space between within this, and this argument can be used in different way as well. Let's see how can we use it in different way, this sep argument. Again the same thing, y, x, y, z, we have assigned these values, and this is the same print as we used above. Now next I want to separate them with comma. Then one time I didn't even put the space bar. Then third time I just put the colon, and then multiple dashes in these. So let's see how it's going to be. Now if you see, first time because by default is space there, so it's mentioned the space. Next time I put the comma, so it's separated by comma. Next time I even didn't mention any space, just remove it, so it combines all the word. Then next time I put this colon, so he's using 10, 15 and then mentioning them in between them colon. The last one is printing the same values but with the space of the multiple dashes which we given in the argument as a set. Let's learn about string formatting. Just remember, when there is a double static, it means power, like 10 raised to power 0, 10 raised to power 1. If we want to print it out, so what it will do, first it will solve this mathematical expression, then it will print out. So first it's 0, then this print out. Let's print it out. Yes, the same as above can be printed out with the below print statements. I will explain you what are these and how it works. Let's first see the results. If we look into, it's the same as it was printed earlier. And now we will see what are these values and how it works. Here 0 and 1 within curly brackets, this is known as the formatting strings. 0 and 1 within curly brackets are placeholders known as position parameters to be replaced by other objects format, which is 102. So 2 will go in the place of 0, 102 will go on the place of 1. This part provides arguments to be substituted into the formatting string. The first argument 2 will take the position of the curly brackets, which is 0, first positional parameter in the formatting string. The value of the second argument, which is 102, which is 102, which is 100, will replace the one position argument. And by default, if we are not mentioning 0 and 1, if this is not mentioned 0 and 1, it will consider the first curly bracket as 0 and second as 1, the third one as third, as long as if we are not mentioning. But if we need to print this one first or this one is second, then we need to mention this one. For example, we take this one. What I does, I have the same thing. What I do, I will replace it with 1 and then this one 0. So now what it will do, this 0 will place in the second place and this one will place on the first. Let's see it. See? So 10 raised to power 0 is 1. So 1 came first now because of this, and 0 came in the second because of this position holder change. By default, if we remove this one, and it will consider 0, 1. Let's take another example and we print it out. So what does it mean? The position parameter 0, which is the first one, that means the right justify the first argument to format within a width of 3 characters. Similarly, the second position hold parameter indicates that formats second parameter to be the right justified within 16 places. So it will start from the 16 places from here. This is exactly we need to properly align the two columns of the numbers. That's why it will help us. Let's take another example. We have 3 parameters, which is 0, first one 0, this is 1, this is second. So here we have placeholder 0, 1, 0, 2. If we will not give this 0, 1, 0, 2, so it will consider first one 0, 1, 2 and 3. So this is the way it will consider automatically if we are not given this one. But if we want to give it, For example, here we give the 1, so it will take this Fred here in place of 1, and wherever is 0, so it will take the first parameter, and where we have given 2, so it will take this parameter second. So remember, it starts from 0, 1 and 2. Let's see this one. Exactly this is the way it printed. In place of this placeholder, he kept the first parameter, which is 6. On 1 he placed the Fred. Again on 0 he put the 6, and on the placeholder where we mentioned second, so he put the 4.7. We will go to multi-line string, how it works. The first one code is illegal. If we want to print something in 2 lines, and if we will break it like this, so it will give the error, so it's illegal. Let's see it. So it gives the syntax error. How can we print this one into 2 lines? If we just introduce backslash and n, which mean new line, so this can be printed into 2 lines. So here we assign a string to x, and now we want to print this x, and let's see. So see, this has been printed into 2 lines. And on the other way, if we want to print something in different lines, more than 1 or 2 and different formats, so we can use this syntax. See, this has been printed. The same thing can be with the, what we did, we have changed single comma to double comma, and it's the same thing, and we want to print x, and it will print out. Let's take another example. Here I have assigned one variable which is cube, and with some sentence to x, again within the single quotes, which is 3 times, and now I want to print, and it will print exactly the same way. So see, this can be printed like this. So let's write a small program using all learning knowledge till now. Program should ask to input name and age, then it should print out my name is, instead of this name it should give the name what we have entered, and I'm age, in place of age it should the number which will be giving years old. Let's see how it works. Okay, here I am going to use method which is input. So this is also built-in method. So if we will say input, it will ask us. So now I am giving within this bracket enter your name, then age, I am assigning this variable to input enter your age. Then I want to print my name is curly brackets, I did not give 0 here, look, and I am years old, second curly bracket, so it will consider this one 0 and this will consider 1 itself. Then I put dot format name and age. So once we run it, then how it works. Now it's asking enter your name. Let's enter the name, any name, Tariq. Then it's asking enter your age, 30. Then press enter. Now it's printing out my name is Tariq. So whatever we give it as this variable, my name is Tariq, it take it, and I am 30 years old. So this is a way it will help us. Finally, let me introduce another good thing for you in the string formatting. For example, here we have assigned value to x variable which is 3.14159, and now we want to print out this one, and we want to put this one into up to 2 decimal places. So what we will do, this is again placeholder for this one, and now we are asking up to 2 decimal format it up to 2 decimal places. So what it will do, it will take only 3.14 and it will drop the others. Let's see. Here it goes. The value of x is 3.14. And that's it for today's video on how to control the print function in Python. I hope you found it helpful. And if you have any question, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates. Bye bye. Take care.